Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. We are playing Beta 1 and this is my isolation series. While I am in isolation, I'm recording this on my laptop. So yes, if there is any kind of performance issues or sound issues or things like that, it's because I don't have all my equipment with me. So yeah, bear with me. Okay, in the last episode we have now started getting commercial flights going on. We have our first emergency services over here and we've started preparing for a bigger expansion. Basically, we are currently doing some R&D work with regards to extended commercial license and medium aircraft permits, which is actually working out to be, I'm assuming this one's going to finish first, even with the minimum versus that one on the maximum, but that's okay. I think we're kind of running that okay. At the moment we are actually seeing us make money. And that's good. So what I'll do now is I will actually, while the time ticks away, I will go ahead and detail some of the stuff that I would like to do over here. So let's get some of our flooring going on. So flooring, I'd like to do some like exit pathways, that kind of thing. So let's say for exit we're going to kind of use this green carpety thing. It's going to be like the exit, and let's do something like this. I want to make it interesting. So if we do that, and then we go wider, okay, and then up to there. Not that people will actually walk it out that way, but if we want to do some franchises and things like that, that's going to be just fine. So that's kind of going to be the exit. Then you exit out through here, and that is your exit area, like so. There we go. If you're arriving and you're going on the departure side of things, let's do that kind of this. Is it like a yellow, or maybe that one, the fancy red one? We do something like this, right? At least it makes it very clear what direction of travel do you have. So then you go in through there. You have this area available to you, and this area is done like that. So it kind of indicates that you've got a little bit of both going on over here. Let's go ahead and just fill it out properly all the way. There we go. Nice. What we also needed to do is maybe get the green, just run straight through there. Yeah, good. So now it's kind of an indication of what is actually happening at the airport over here. We're working on the medium stands and things like that needs to come on in. We're filling out whatever we can on these guys, filling the 25 capacity all the time. So let's just make sure that we continue to do that. Right over there. Fill it up from the start is just kind of going to be my philosophy. And we're going to maintain this separation of an hour between flights. Because I believe, I'm not sure, we'll have to test it, but I believe this will be sufficient to actually cover emergencies, so that we don't need specific emergency ones. What? No, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Is that one too close? Yeah, it was. That is interesting. What? How can we not slot this in here? Did we mess one of these up is my question. It was not as easy as I imagined it would be. So who's messed up where? That's a little weird. Anyway, we should be okay. But we need to be very careful now to make sure. See, they will work. I don't know why this one is a bit of an issue. Anyway, that slot is not going to be the end of the world. It doesn't matter too much. Let's go in here, schedule a few more. Yeah, that's fine. It just has to be right over the one from the one to the other, like that. directly, and then it works. This slot, there's something wrong with this slot, and I don't know. Oh, you know what? That one's fine. This one, let's try and reschedule that one. Yeah, this one is a little off. Is that a little off? Or let's try this one. I know I don't need to do it. If we do that, and if we then do this one, can we then move this one over by one? I think now it'll actually squeeze. There we go. So one of them was off, and it's just amazing. But if it's not off, it'll work. And see, this one is really weird now. Oh, it's not being pushed back by something else, so we'll just need to make sure. And I believe then this one is probably too far ahead also. Yeah, that one was too far ahead too. I'm being very pedantic about my schedule. Okay, there we go. Now this one is full to capacity, and it is quite interesting. Yeah, it's basically these two slots that's not filled now. Quite interesting. This one will slot in over there, and that one will slot in here. Nice. More goose wings. Really? It does feel weird, doesn't it? That we can get it this close. But anyway, I'll just continue to fill it up as close together as we can. See that one? Some of them look a little differently. Maybe it's just about how they're offset. Yeah, maybe that's the key. But over there, we can actually squeeze yet another. Two more actually. Well, they'll have to go in there. So let's see about getting them in here. So actually we're pretty much filled up now, and we're just about running it in perfectly over there. So now we go filled up to capacity as is. So we're really making use of the infrastructure that we have available to us. In the last hour we are actually making a little bit of money, not a lot, but yeah, things are moving along. We are waiting for our R&D to finish. Wow, and we're practically through it. Well, let's start working on this. Let's get some remote stand work going on over here. Nice. So our extended commercial license is just about done. Well, that's excellent. That actually didn't take as much time as I thought. I really I'm surprised by that. There's nothing in terms of, okay, so that's the, I believe that's the extended commercial license that's available now. Oh no, that's the medium ones. So extended commercial license will finish soon, and then I think we can replace this for the larger ATC tower. And then we can, what is that? What just happened here? Okay, hang on. Let's close this one down and say, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. GA flight N7384, weight class small, is experiencing bird strike. Oh, that's what that was. Wow, interesting. And fire trucks required assistance. Refusing or failing correctly handle this emergency landing will incur harsh fines and a security rating penalty. We should find an available stand for them to utilize within the next 30 minutes. Let's accept that. Okay. Now, we'll pause the game while we quickly find the stand for it. In the next 30 minutes, it's going to be over there, and what we'll do is we'll move this one over here. That's going to be as simple as that. Where is our emergency flight now, though? I can't actually see it. Okay, there goes that one. Can we find a slot for it? Why is it not actually... Okay, so there's our first emergency actually happening. Okay, we've got this guy over here ready for action. How do I... Is it in one of these? How do I... Oh, do I have to... Okay, hang on. Maybe I'm... Four steps. But in order for me to... When does it actually pop in? I'm now wondering. This isn't how it worked the last time I played. Is it coming in? Yeah, it is coming in. Okay, now it's here. Wow, look at that. Okay, let's pause it. You want to see, is it now available on the... Not at all. But there will be a stand available for everyone. Okay, go ahead, do your thing. Okay, I'm going to keep checking to see if we can... What does this say? Flight's capacity. It's not popping up in any of this. Still can't find anything for it over here. We've managed to hose it down. Now it needs to go. Really? Will it just go to any stand? Is that what it's going to do? We don't actually have to schedule it? Seems like it'll find itself. Well, there's another bird going through here. Is it just going to go to any stand? That's interesting. So it's just going to go to this stand then. Yeah, it is. Wow. That is quite interesting. So it's a different mechanic altogether now. Extended commercial license has been completed. Let's repair these guys. Okay, excellent. So the emergency stuff is doing its thing. Let's quickly go run through a round of repairs everywhere here. Cost us a little bit. Okay, well then that means it's not too bad. It can just use the GA stuff as well. But people can't actually get off here, can they? So that is very weird. Is this a GA? Oh, is it a GA one? From Albany, Barron. Do I know if it's... Hang on. If we look at that, does it say commercial anywhere? Daily frequency. Geraldton. That's okay. Status is taxing. Something weird. And this one is saying once, no future arrivals. It's coming from Albany, but yeah, it's not saying whether it is a commercial flight or not. N97. Oh, it's not. It's a general aviation, and that is why it's not going in. N is a general aviation. Okay, that's fine. Let's continue along. Now we've got the extended commercial license doing its thing. Now let's see, what else can we start doing here? Multiple terminals, ultimate commercial. What I would like us to do is see if we can get the medium. The medium tower is available to us, and I think that is the one that we need to do straight away. So if we go medium tower, it can squeeze in here pretty comfortably. Let's just get rid of that one first. Then we will, yeah, build an ADC tower. I know, that's what I'm doing. We'll slot this one in here. Let's give it a rotate or two. Maybe over there somewhere. Yeah, let's just do it like that. I think that's going to be just fine. We'll get over there. We'll make sure to asphalt it up. And I'm thinking, just for the sake of kind of completeness, let's run the service road in here so that they can actually just arrive on site, do their thing over here. Can we also, at the same time, while we're doing this, can we do the weather station? Probably can. What is this? Radar towers. I haven't actually used that. If we'll do the weather station at the same time, I feel like the spot over here for the weather station is probably about right. There we go. Now we can do many more flights, and we can probably start adding some additional desks and things like that over here, so we can operate more people through here. I think that's going to be just fine. Let's slot that in so that we can make a little bit more money. Get the medium asphalt stands, actually the small ones. We'll slot them in over here. We need to rename them, to be honest. let me grab these guys real quickly. Actually, let's just, before any of that happens, just make sure they're not seen as GA. So let's tie those in. Nice. We'll get the little pathways. Get the pathways up here, all the way up there, and we need to make that secure. Okay, all linked up there. Now we just need to get some of these little desks, sporting desks. Ooh, they've got the medium desks, but for these I'm thinking we're just gonna continue on what we've been doing over here. 1, 2 of them. So that one can please go, it's out over there, it's fine, and this one can go out over here. So now they should be working, and we can go ahead and start doing some stuff straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to rename them. So so this is like small, so let's just call it S. So let's go S1. I never do that, so let's just go to S1, S2, S3, and then we'll do medium and L, because they're all going to be in part of one. Then S4, S5, and S6. Right, just like that. So there we go. Yeah, presumably that's going to slot. Ooh, actually it's the other way around. Let's make this. Let's do something here. Let's make that one S4. Yeah, otherwise it's going to have issues with our nice pattern S5 and S6 over there. Now, if I go back in here, now our pattern won't look funny. See, now our pattern won't look funny at all. So now we can go ahead and slot in. Honestly. Let's pause it just for a second while we quickly slot in some stuff here. Honestly, I don't know what's going on there. But if we do some of that, we'll try and figure out. Look at that. I think I've messed it up while I was doing some weird stuff here. Let's quickly reschedule that one. And hopefully it's not just this one. Let's do some of that. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to leave that over here for now, and then we'll continue to the next day to see how we slot in more of this stuff. Want to maintain our slots as best as possible. So the thing is, if I do it like this, there is no way they're going to do funny. It's going to get up to funny business when we switch over to the actual automated ones. That's my plan. The idea is that there will be no funny business with that. This is already looking weird, I think. Anyway, we're doing it from that side. We're getting a few more flights in here now, and I think that's about it. We've got 100% on all of them. That's good. Fine. Let's quickly do a quick update there. Now, what's happening with R&D? Extended commercial license. So after extended commercial license, let's see, what is the next thing? We probably need to start working on baggage handling. Any of these other services could also be good. A subway permit might not be bad. As we get busier, the subway permit might be just the thing we need. Let's yeah. Well, let's balance them out a little bit more. There we go. Continue to work on those kind of things there. Perfect. Perfect. So what has happened with our is this out? This is still our emergency one. I believe it's still the emergency one, and it hasn't actually gone. I know they pay similar amounts here. No, it's not the emergency one, is it? I think the emergency guy is probably in here somewhere. Yep, here it is. Can we open that up? Yeah, it was a red one. There it is. It's busy doing its thing. So we've managed to get our first emergency, and it's actually working. Let's speed it up a little over here. We'll go to the next day. See if we can slot in a few more things here. Really? We can't slot it in? like so. That gets us about 38 per day. Go to Wednesday. Yeah, we should still have a slot in here somewhere. Tuesday. Yeah, so we should be able to squeeze in one more over there. So let's try and find its spot. Does not want to work. I don't know why though. It really should be able to go right in there, because there's nothing on the next day here, right? Yeah, we should. No, there is a problem there. Anyway, let's just keep getting these things in over here as best we can. Probably need more stands now. Yeah, that does not want to work. Perfect. Filling them in as they come. And yeah, the idea is really that we would want to get them to, as they open up, only have one little slot available to it, so that the automated one will actually work. There we go. It actually doesn't look too bad. And another over there, and anything else? No, that's absolutely full up. So now there's two slots over here that can actually be squeezed in if we go into automated systems. So there we go. We're actually managing some stuff over here. Are we making money? We are actually making money, especially now that we've got a lot more stand, or a lot more capacity to deal with stuff. I still want to see. Ooh, Jet A1 services. Did we get the truck? We did. I forgot that we couldn't switch this on until such time. But now we should be able to sort that out. Let's quickly get another R&D operation going. Oh, we've got 2 of them to go. Floor construction permit gives us what exactly? Terminal floor stairs. Okay, so let's get started on that one. I think that's an important one. Let's get 3 of those guys on there. Aircraft cabin cleaning, catering services, those kind of things. I'm not sure that's very important just yet. Maybe belt loaders, so that we can get into baggage handling. Yeah. Automation. Start automation straight away. Upkeep cost, salary cost reductions. I wonder what is our biggest expense. Let's quickly have a look at our biggest expenses for the time being. So let's pause the game, so we've got a kind of a standard picture here. So staff salaries versus operations. Operating costs seems to be definitely the highest one. It's completely the highest one. Administrative, corporate taxes, loans, fines, vehicle operations. Yeah, so operating costs really is the biggest expense that we have. So if we go in here, we've got a few extra available administrators. So upkeep, is it upkeep cost? Upkeep. Repair cost, salary cost, construction speed. Go back. Do we have upkeep cost? I think that must be upkeep cost, right? I don't have upkeep over here. I'm going to go and venture out onto upkeep cost and say, guys, please get like 4 people on there to reduce that number. So if we go and have a look at what that number is right now, the upkeep operating cost number is around 3,510. So what I want to see is, well, presumably operations over here should say 5% operation cost reduction per assigned administrator. So that should be a 20% reduction in upkeep cost. So that means that this 3,500 should be like a 700. There should be a 720. Is it $720? 700. Yeah, I think $720 reduction should be in there. So let's let it run a little bit with the administrators in place, and then we'll see if that does do the trick there. Help us out with that cost. That would be brilliant if that can in fact do that. This one is pretty full up. That one is pretty filled up. This one has a few more slots available. There we go. It's a very calm playthrough. I actually quite like it. So this one is practically full. We'll go on over here and squeeze one in there. Good stuff. I like it. I like it. So what's happening here? Well, General Aviation is very satisfied with our service. Airline satisfaction is not good at all. And what is their biggest problem? Airline turnaround service. Recent airline opinion of available turnaround services that are relevant to them. Example, refueling an aircraft, fuel is low, baggage. Improve the offering of the turnaround service. So I think what's probably happening is are we running out of ramp agents? Well, maybe we can do with a few extra ramp agents. I'm not building anything, so it shouldn't affect our upkeep costs. It should affect our salaries and potentially an additional vehicle. So if we go and get ourselves one more of these guys, all right, I think that will at least get our turnaround services to go a little bit better. What is the next issue they have over here? Airline consumables fees. I'm not going to reduce the fees on that just yet, but what you see here is that almost immediately we're seeing an improvement in turnaround services. Okay, so we'll see if that actually does the trick. Now the question is, ooh, this did go down by around 700, right? So that's a very good thing. Now we're really starting to see some good money being made over here. Obviously we need way more money to come on in, and so the remote stand terminal is the next thing that I want to start work on over here. So in order to do that, I'm going to start again by moving our fence. That's sorry, I stopped mid-sentence over there. So let's move our fence to this side of the terminal building. There we go. And then I believe we're all clear to start removing it over here. We do that. Do we get the money back? We actually do get the money back. Okay, good stuff. Getting the money back over there. Excellent. Now, what I want to do, automation is done. Let's quickly keep going on the R&D. The bird strike emergency has been resolved with the following results. 100% handled, was fully handled. Our ability to handle this incident currently being analyzed, blah, 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 blah. I want to check the email to see if we actually make a little bit of money out of that. Now, if we go, what do I want to do? I want to build some remote stand stuff over here. Oh, I need to keep the R&D going. Automation was done. Now, baggage handling is one of those that I think is important for us to do. Ooh, proactive maintenance. Let's start work on proactive maintenance. Perfect. The upkeep cost is reduced nicely. And I believe it's much more effective than you know, the cost of administrators. Okay, so what I want to do here is let's grab, and we'll make a start on it. Ooh, the subway. Subway is very pricey, operating cost. It's very pricey to build. We'll come back to this. Now, what I want to do is get the remote stand bus stops. It's over here, right? There we go. Okay, and we need to remember that we also need service cars. Okay, remote stands. I'm going to kind of not the button, this is the button. I want to rotate it like this. So I'm going to kind of do something like this. If we run them, I want to keep an open mind here, but we also need to bear in mind that we need to move on to, we can use this area here for our baggage handling. I keep pressing the wrong button. If we do this, right, this is kind of the idea. Then we'll do multiples of this. I want to do a really proper operation this time. So if we do something like that, that's like 3 remote stands over here somewhere, and we'll have a facility up here. So if we do that, and then at the same time we need to provide okay, so something like that. If we do this, Okay, just hang on. Let's just see. So is 3 enough, or do we need to do way more? Is kind of my question here. We'll do it a little differently on this side though. I think we can do more, but maybe what we do here is we allow it to kind of work like this. So let's do that, and we'll do that. We can always expand this. This is going to be an expandable operation basically. So let's just make sure to make that a one way this way, one way that way. I don't want any funny business with buses over here. So that's kind of the idea. Now what we'll do is we will be running the terminal building. We'll be extending our terminal building into that area. Now we've got double stories and things like that. But what we'll do is we'll be extending the terminal building, yeah, up here. And I think just like this is what we're going to start it off with as. Just like that. Fairly simple and straightforward. And what we'll do is we will go and say, get ourselves a little pathway out over there. So the question is this going to be the drop-off one? I think so. So potentially everybody gets dropped off over here and goes straight into the exit. I like the idea of doing that actually. So let's do that. We'll immediately get our flooring sorted out, because I think that's going to be good if we do it this way. We'll get our flooring sorted out, we'll run that straight into there, and then that will be the rest of the red one. Yeah, okay, let's do that. It's this slightly less red, like so. There we go. So now that'll move out this way. Let's get the doors in. And obviously all of this needs to be secured, so let's get the secure pieces going. Whoa, 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 what did I do? Why did I do it there? I have no idea what I was busy doing here. That's just weird. Why on earth did I do that? Anyway, let's not dwell on it. It needs to go in here. Like so, and we'll get, I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, finish it off over there, and I need to just finish those two flooring pieces. If you take it slow, I think the money kind of slowly comes back. We also need a little green section right there. Okay, so that's like the exit channel piece. Okay, now in terms of the automated desks, let's see. I would like the self-boarding pieces over here. We're going to go with 2 at each one. There we go. Nice. So something like that is going to be exactly right. We're going to go ahead and tie this up to that stand. We're going to tie this up to that stand over there. Again, do that over there. We don't have stands for these yet, but we will get that ready. So this will be the exit stand. So the bus will come in, drop people off. People will be straight on the way out on their exit. This side, I was thinking, is this service? Are we going to do service cars on this side, or baggage handling? All of these are done. Program group 2, structural engineering. Baggage handling is probably something we should get started on. So let's get moving on that. We'll get 3 people over there. What else can we start working on? De-icing permanent, advanced runway lighting. Yeah, probably good. Cabin cleaning. Fuel tanks, Maverick trucks. Maverick trucks not too bad for the bigger ones. What's going on here? Is this, yeah, oh, I did do the proactive repairs. Let's quickly switch that on, by the way. Proactive cleaning. Well, let's get the proactive stuff going on. Let's just get that sorted. Hopefully everything will get fixed now. Guys are moving through here fairly effectively. We need those set up. I'm kind of tempted to change these out, but they are a challenge to change out, so probably not going to happen. Okay, service cars. We're missing service technicians and janitors. Let's quickly add them to the mix. Staff, hire. And we're probably needing to get to the end of this episode as well. So let's hire 2 more ramp agents. I don't think we need it though. Maybe get another couple of janitors and another couple of service technicians. And I think that should be okay for us for now. Okay, guys, so in the next episode, we will start working on getting these remote stands up and running. And these remote stands could, this one could expand a fair bit over here to ultimately become a substantial remote stand terminal. Something like that. Concourse, remote stand concourse or something. I think this works quite well. Let's just quickly do another run through of this stuff. Opening slots available over here. Let's get a few more in, and then that'll be the end of today's episode. Okay, excellent. It actually works quite well, but I'm worried that a lot of them kind of end on the same time slot, and so then we have where the game will be funny about things in terms of scheduling that. And done. Good. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Leave some comments down below if you have some. And yeah, I will see you next time. I think things are going well. Bye-bye.